So Yaheetech sent me this 9-foot pink Christmas tree. So I just want to do a quick unboxing, go ahead and set it up and see how nice this looks over here. So we are gonna have 2 boxes to open, and the first one we're gonna take a look at is gonna be the big one, because this one's gonna go ahead and have the stand and the first sections of the tree. So hopefully my cat Tiger gets out of this. All right, so right here, this is what we're gonna have. It's gonna be real pink. It kind of reminds me of like a flamingo. And of course, this one's gonna be the snow-filled one. So we are gonna have these like flakes all over. It kind of reminds me of the material for ear tips. Oh yeah, and this section is really heavy. Oh, and this one's even heavier. And it also comes with these things at the bottom. So we're gonna have the instruction booklet, the cardboard paper to lay on the floor, and the stand. So the first thing to do is just to lay this cardboard down here nice and flat. And now I can go ahead and take the stand, and it goes ahead and just opens up just like this. And we also do get 3 screws, so I can just screw them in here just a little bit, and there. And now this will go right over here. And so this part of the tree is gonna be the first section, and we could tell because it's gonna have this pointed tip here. So I can just place that just like that. And now right at the bottom here, the cable is gonna go ahead and be wrapped around here with this tie. So I can just go ahead and loosen that up, and then kind of pull this downwards so it can go ahead and shape into place. And oh yeah, this thing is massive. Wow. So this is definitely gonna go ahead and take a lot of work to go ahead and fluff it up, but I'll go ahead and start now. All right, so here's the first part finished up, and I will say a bunch of these white things definitely did go ahead and come off, so I'm definitely glad it came with that paper part. And here you can kind of see there's a little bit of white on me here. So now comes time for the second part, and this just fits right over here in the center, just like that. Now before anything, I do want to go ahead and spin this to the other side, just because the wire to connect it is over here on the right. Ooh, all right, so now it's plugged in, and now it's time to fluff all of this up. All right, and there. And so now it's time to open the second box to go ahead and get the remainder of the pieces. All right, so here's gonna be the remainder of the pieces. So now to put this other section on top here, I am gonna need a step stool. So this cap comes right off. So the wire's over here, so I just have to go ahead and just turn it a little over here, and it just comes right down. And now time to fluff this up. All right, so I finished fluffing all of this up, and it was a lot, but now comes the most important part, which is gonna be the top. And the easiest thing to do with this is to fluff it up down here first before putting it up there, just because it's gonna be a lot easier to do it here than to have to reach up there with the step stool. There, just like that. And now this can go right on top here. Yeah, and this thing just barely fits. All right, so now comes the most important part. It's time to plug this in. And one thing worth noting is it also does come with this cable here, which is real nice, so we can go ahead and actually extend this. So now it actually can go ahead and fit, so I can plug it in the outlet in the corner there. So the cord at the bottom is of course gonna be pink, and I can attach it to this over here. And then just bring it all the way here. Oh wow. Yeah, this looks really nice. I just have to take this part out over here. Yeah, this thing looks real nice, and it's massive. I've never had a tree this big over here in the house, and it just makes me look tiny. I mean, look how short I am compared to this tree. And one thing worth noting is the top of the tree is hitting the ceiling over here. It's like bending it a little bit, so my house is a little bit too small for it, but that's fine. It still looks nice. And most importantly, this definitely does go ahead and stand out, you know, with this pink color. Kind of reminds me again like flamingo. And also worth noting that these little white things do go ahead and of course come off. So it's good that it did include this paper mat at the floor just to go ahead and keep everything nice and clean. Down here you could see the little bits that fell off, and here's the whole tree itself. And then right on top, yeah, you can see it's hitting the ceiling. Looks kind of funny, but yeah, overall I'm really happy with this tree. This thing is massive, and it's definitely a nice standout piece over here in the living room. And I want to go ahead and just move this tree to the corner right over here. This will be like the perfect spot for it. There it is. I went ahead and put it in the corner finally, and it was pretty easy. I just dragged it from the base while holding this cardboard part too, and it was pretty simple. And so now to go ahead and turn it on over here, and this is what I was talking about. This is the green, and then right here is the pink portion. So I can just grab the green and just plug it in. And also worth noting that this green extension also has power, or also has space for one more oh, actually 2 more outlets, so we can put 2 more things here. And this is definitely gonna look real nice at night when everything's all dark. But yeah, overall putting this together wasn't too bad. It was really easy to go ahead and pull all these apart. And I did use force, but these definitely are gonna go ahead and be nice and sturdy. And the white snow definitely gives it a nice look as well too, so I'm glad this is the one I got here. And now taking a look at each individual bristles, these are gonna be pretty detailed. They're relatively long. They're not thick, they're not thin, but they're like a good size that, you know, when you look from a distance, it definitely looks really nice, really detailed. And again, here it is, hitting the ceiling. Oh, right next to the light actually. But yeah, if you're looking for a tall Christmas tree, a snow flocked one, definitely check this one out from Yaheetech.